Hi, all, and welcome to Monday night's All Metal Mode podcast with Gypsy and myself, Amanda Jagger-DeGaz, and we have a special guest tonight. We did not let everyone know, but we will tell you probably momentarily or in a little bit. We'll bring him on. So that is actually all I have. Nothing new to really speak of. Just happy to have you all around with us, and we will get on with the show. Hey, Gypsy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing all right. Glad that
Good.
today is the solstice. We will slowly be getting daylight back here a little bit more.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I miss the longer days of metal detecting. I especially missed it when I was over in Arkansas detecting out in the fields because by around 5-ish, we would start wrapping it up because it was getting ready to get dark for too long.
5.
And start getting cold. What?
It gets dark here. The sun sets at, today was 4:11. 4:11. Not even, just getting done work.
That would drive me crazy.
Yep. It's cutting into my digging time. So, not impressed. So glad we're going to be slowly going back in the other direction.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I've done a lot of night digging in the past, but it's getting to where, I don't know, in the wintertime, it's colder at night, and I'm just not I don't care, I'm a Texas girl, so I'm used to warmer weather, so detecting at night with a night light,
Yeah.
as long as somebody's there with me and there's plenty of flashlights and stuff like that. I used to love to do it on the beach, but it's not, because it's harder to see your finds and it's just hard to do. But, I'll be ready to get back. Have you ever done much night hunting?
No, I can't say that I have. We have, bears and, a lot of other... And I tend to go out by myself, so I will go right till dusk, turn on the headlamp, and make my way back. But no, I don't stay out.
Yeah, especially with bears and who knows what you might encounter these days. And it's spooky. I don't have the best vision at night anyway, so. Even with the headlamp, even though I brought my headlamp prepared because we were detecting part of the time at a place we got to stay there. This was right on the Arkansas-Mississippi border, and we were staying in Mississippi on the Mississippi side of the river. And it was an old plantation, and we had gotten permission to detect the fields and around at the old plantation. And so I brought 2 headlamps ready and prepared, but that first day it was cold and wet, and the fields were just muddy, and it was hard enough during the daytime with all that mud, so you can imagine what that would have been like at night, night hunt. It wouldn't have been fun.
No.
And that first day was really cold, and then the next 2 days were really nice. Our second day of hunting was really nice, and the fields were starting to dry up some. So it was a blast. Got to dig with Steve Moore from Garrett, Miguel, and we had a camera guy there from Garrett, and we also had Jace there, and Jace Robertson, and the first day we had some other people there that were digging with us, and we all found some pretty cool stuff. There were tokens found, silver found, think everybody found silver.
It's awesome.
And the best part was the Civil War finds. I just never gets old digging those Civil War bullets. That's just pretty epic. I just to hold something like that in your hand. And Steve Moore got a carved bullet, which was really cool to me, is to hold a bullet that, maybe a soldier was bored, looking for something to do, pulled out his pocket knife and started whittling away on his bullet, or maybe he was making a game piece. Who knows? But it's just something really interesting, to think about a soldier holding that and carving that bullet. So I wish I would have found a carved bullet, but most of the bullets I found were dropped. And then also, of course, got some Burnside bullets, 2 ringers, one 3-ringer, and it was a really wonderful time. I'm ready to go back.
Yeah. It looked like a lot of fun, and definitely, I'm sure the finds helped.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like any hunt goes. Sometimes you, like that first day was a little rougher, and then the second day, I found more the second day. The first day we were combating against the wind and the icky weather, and just I had to go buy boots while I was there, just to go inside the mud in the fields and stuff. Did I lose you?
Nope. I'm still here.
Okay.
Do you want to bring in our guest?
Yeah, let's bring in our special guest tonight. We've got a very special guest.
Got to add him back in.
Oh, that's what happened. I thought I heard like this really weird lull, and
can everybody else hear us all right?
No.
I'm calling him in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There he is. All right, we got
Mr. Mike himself. Well, everybody, welcome Mike.
I got to tell you something so funny. You, at the beginning, you said we have a special guest, and like my instant image, picture in my head is like everybody has seen Christmas Vacation, right? When Clark Griswold finally gets all the lights up and he calls out the whole family and there's drum rolls and everybody's all excited and he plugs it in and it's like, and I feel like when, I don't think you, like, just say, hey, we got a guest on tonight. I don't think special guests. I feel like you're letting everybody down.
Oh, no way.
No, not at all.
You're letting everybody, they're just like, it's just Mike. Why are you saying special guest? Why? Are you saying special guest because he licks windows? Is that why? Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yeah, right. His favorite color is clear.
You are our special guest because, on Monday nights we don't get to often, and it's special to us, and I'm sure it's special to our listeners as well. So Mike,
if I'm special to the listeners, we got to talk about getting you ladies some better guests. We really got to sit down and see who we can get on the show with you. Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
I've been working on a few, but it's probably going to be after the new year. So,
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, Gypsy, you went to, I had to hang up because everything got digitized on me. I went on the internet real quick on my phone, and something's up with my phone. I just found out today, well, just now, that if I go on the internet, it's doing that today. I don't know if it's a phone issue or just a network issue right now, but so I couldn't understand everything that was being said, but I heard somebody found a carved bullet.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was Steve Moore, and he found a carved bullet, and I was talking about how, your brain, when he dug that and I saw it and I got to hold it, my brain immediately went to thinking about that soldier that had that bullet. Maybe he was bored and pulled out his pocket knife and started carving it, or maybe he was making a game piece, or,
Right.
it's just so neat to hold a piece of not just history, but that was connected to an actual soldier that was,
Right.
in that area, and that helped mold those, pour the molds for those bullets, set in the campfire, and loaded those bullets. I also found a wormed bullet. That was my only 3-ringer that I found, and my mind immediately went to, thinking about that bullet getting jammed, in there, and think about, I guess what I think about is, what if you're in battle, and that you've got people firing at you and cannons and who knows what else coming right at you, and your gun jammed, that had to have been a nightmare.
Yeah, what a horrible feeling that he must have felt. But that makes me think, there's people that consider themselves coin hunters, and they find relics too, and relic hunters that find coins and everything. But I think that's why I call myself a relic hunter, because it's not even that I don't find good coins, but I think we call ourselves by what we want to find more. I was recently talking to a friend, and he's got some amazing relics, but he's a coin hunter. He wants, those old silver coins and stuff, and we're just different, and that's okay. We both enjoy the hobby immensely in our own ways, but, that's what I was explaining to him. You pick up a coin, and wow, how did it get dropped, or who dropped it? You wonder that, but a carved bullet, that's got a deeper story behind it, even though we'll still never know it. And that's what draws me. Or like you said, the bullet that was wormed out, were they practicing and it got stuck and you had to pull it out, or was that in the heat of battle? And it makes you think about, when I find a coin, I don't think much more than beyond, I wonder how they lost it. I wonder who dropped it. But that almost can make your mind run wild. Could he have been killed? Right. Could he have been killed because that bullet was stuck? You got to pay attention worming that bullet out. Was he not paying attention and somebody come up and shot him close enough? You just don't know. And that's what I love about relics. I'm sorry on my little rant, but that's kind of where my mind went on a recent conversation.
So cool. Like Emily just, commented in the comments, she lives in an area where when she's, out metal detecting, she very commonly finds Civil War relics. And she found a carved bullet that was carved in the angel wings. And to me, can you imagine finding something like that? I can't even imagine that, Emily.
Yeah.
I'd love to see photos. But, something like that even takes some talent right there, It's like
right.
If you've ever picked up a stick and tried to whittle it, and carve and stuff, that's hard to do.
Right. I've got a carved Enfield from believe it or not, of all places, Ohio. And what was really kind of interesting to me is I found it where a one-room schoolhouse was that hadn't been there for a long, long time. The schoolhouse had was gone way early, like before 1900 even. Nobody knew of it ever standing. And I don't think it was on like a 1909 map. But, it made me wonder, okay, obviously it wasn't at a battle site, but why? I have to assume that ended up at school during show and tell. You would think, right?
Yeah,
I mean, would be my
probably.
guess. Why?
Maybe.
Why? What was the story behind it that the kid had to share? Was there a story about that bullet that his dad had, or I don't know. And that's just why I love relics. Yeah, buttons you find, and some of the unique buttons and the designs and different things, and when they lost it, that meant more to them than losing a silver dime, or whatever. I'll tell you one.
About, their uniforms and what it must have looked like with some of their buttons missing, after battle.
Right.
I know that sounds weird, but you find these buttons and you're like, oh, some of them must have, been missing quite a few buttons. What did they do? Carry extra or something occasionally, or get new jackets? They couldn't do that. So anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I was years ago, when I lived in southeastern Ohio, I was on a piece of property that I knew a house had been there. The bank barn, you could tell where the bank barn had sat. And I got permission for it. It wasn't like at the top of my list because, usually, a house had been torn down many years earlier, but those just usually don't produce like something that's been gone 100+ years. And but I didn't have much else to do. I had permission, and I went out there and metal detected, and something I have run into in the past, and I'm sure you ladies have too, when you're talking about a driveway going into the middle of a field or woods, usually there's trash. And at some point, people had dumped trash because you couldn't stop digging pop cans to save they were everywhere. And so I was giving up after a few hours of just literally buckets of trash. And I'm standing there in this grassy area, and I'm looking out through the field, and I noticed this tall grass, this area of tall grass, and I thought, ooh, there's something there. So I grabbed my detector and walked out there, and really, really early, not even there was maybe 3 or 4 or 5 headstones, and I can't remember in that if I could read any of them. But anyhow, I started detecting, circling out away from it, looking for the church. And I come on the site, and I'm hitting targets, iron and stuff. And right off the bat, I hit a large scent, almost immediately. Then a button and a button and a button, and then, as I'm working it throughout the day, I in this little area, fairly small area, probably, maybe like 10 yards by 10 yards, I found, I think, 3, maybe 4 thimbles. And I never found that many thimbles, but and like that at any site. And, it's kind of got the better of me thinking, and what do you want to bet after church? The boys would go out, the kids would go out and play and run. The husbands were probably gathered somewhere doing something they shouldn't be. And the wives were all probably sitting under a big tree, probably sewing, and they can tell a story. I don't know that that's what happened, but I have to suspect, finding that many thimbles, like how many hours were spent there to find 3 or 4 thimbles, how many ladies for how many weeks and months and years probably sit in that
Right.
area, probably because of a big tree, and just talking about their kids and their grandkids, and
Yeah.
fixing their husbands' work coats, and making blankets and stuff. I would about bet. And man, it's that kind of stuff. It doesn't always have to be Civil War or spectacular. I
Right.
mean, none of the symbols were spectacular, but they sure painted a picture for me that day.
Oh, definitely. It's funny because, you talk about thimbles and you think about them sewing, the buttons back on, and you think about them sewing socks and all mending clothes because it wasn't, like us as readily as it is these days. And I've never found a silver thimble. I've only found aluminum. But Steve Adams is in the chat, and I got to dig with him while I was there. And his friend has only been detecting about 3 years, Roger. And anyway, he found a thimble while we were there in one of the fields.
I'm a little jealous that you got to meet Steve. That is too funny. That is awesome. No, I'd love to hunt with him someday. But,
boy, he's very talented, knowledgeable detectorist. So
I have found.
Absolutely. We talked about
Neat
you
guy.
just a little.
Well, hopefully not all bad. I mean, hopefully some decent.
No. No.
But in Ohio, I've had the opportunity to find a lot of thimbles. It's a pretty common thing, especially in the fields. I mean, it's almost, uncommon to not find one. But, you're saying you've never found a silver one. I have found one silver one, and that's it. And that was, to me rare because all the years I'd found so many brass ones, couple aluminum, but mostly brass. And I did find a silver one at a really old site. And the site that I was just telling you about, the church, that predated the maps. There was nothing with the cemetery. I don't know. There was never any maps I could find, and that was early site. That's a very early part of Ohio, early settling, and I would guess, I can't even remember now. I'd have to look at everything I found out of that site, but it was early, like tombacks and big buttons and stuff like that. I would guess it was real early, and but yeah, that's why I'm a relic hunter. I love finding coins, I do, but just like that pistol frame you found.
Yeah.
We'll never know the story, but my God, there's a story there. There's a heck of a story there. When you found, my mind runs to, that was the Wild West then. And to find that gun like that and how important that gun was at that time, how did it end up like that? In that corral,
How did it end up there, I'm ready to go back to that area. We got to talk to Dennis about going back to that area. And
I talked to Dennis about...
Quick, Steve, sorry, just a second. I dropped my earphone thing. I talked to Keith Wills, which I know, sorry, Mike, you're probably jealous too. I'll stop by and talk to Keith Wills while I was there. But I asked him that question, Steve, so I'll give you a call tomorrow or text, talk to you about it. But anyway, I got to see old Keith and hear more of his fun stories.
Yeah, when I come back, I want to go see Keith, and I talked to Dennis the other day, and we're going to go to that site, the three of us, and he was telling me about another site and showed me, I'll tell you off air, that the three of us have to go to, and we have to go to it when I get back and it's still cold. And you can guess why, but it should, there's got to be a lot there to be found. But we'll talk about it off air. Remind me about that. But yeah, I told Dennis as soon as I get back, I want us to do a trip if you can make it. And that one site across the fence, I'm telling you, we have to. We have to get back there. Yeah.
Quickly, we have a few more items to give away that we were going to give away tonight. We gave away something last week, and we've got a few items. Do you want to do a drawing real quick, Amanda?
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Hey, Amanda, are you
give away?
Real quick, are you jealous us talking about metal detecting when you got like 6 foot of snow right now?
Oh, no. No, I know I was telling you earlier, if I really want to, I could take the snowshoes out. But they're saying that we're supposed to get like massive amounts of rain on Christmas Eve and flooding because everything's supposed to melt.
Wow.
So, hey, I might actually get to go metal detecting this weekend.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But no, awesome. I just live vicariously. Jealous would be Yeah, I was going to say, jealous would be you're up here and you have this phenomenal spot and you don't invite me. Then I might be a little jealous.
I would never do that. Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, I have sites lined up. I could be out detecting the weather. I've missed so many good days, but we kind of ran into some issues, and I have barely even got to leave the house. I'm just now getting to where I can leave the house for longer than to go quickly pick up groceries. So it's been rough. It's rough when it's rough to be in your favorite area ever to metal detect, and you can't leave. And you got stuff lined up, so don't get too jealous on us.
Yeah.
We've literally had days where I just look out the window and go, like that field's calling my name, but I just can't do it. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm interrupting.
No. Gypsy, which one should we give away first? Should we?
I have to look at our little list that you sent me. What do you want to give away? What's first on our list?
Well, how about we do the Black SA Co.
The Black SA? Okay.
I swear by these, and hopefully yours will eventually show up, but these things are amazing. They could be basically folded and moved in like, I don't even know, 20 different ways. So you could either wear it as a gaiter, a face mask. I wear it as a face mask in the fields, especially in the spring and the fall when it's really, really windy. I find that it cuts that wind from blinding me and burning my cheeks. And I have fleece ones that I wear in the winter that, oh man, they're great. Keep my face warm. But we have a black one that we're going to be giving away. And Gypsy, you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, I thought I heard the boop boop. All right. But man, I love these things. They're so nice. They actually make arm shields too that I started wearing in the spring. Yeah, in the spring and the fall, they work great. So that way, like, they help cover my arms for poison ivy and all that crap. But great company. So yeah, we'll give away one of those to start. Let's see. So a few rules. We're going to let people guess twice. And the first person that gets the number correctly will be the winner. and the number is 1 through 150. So you can go ahead and start throwing it into comments what your guess is.
$75. That's my guess. Do I get a guess?
Yeah, you can have a guess. You don't know the number.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's without going over, right?
It's actually
She
just
let me because
get the number correct.
she knows my
Period.
number's so far off that I wouldn't win. So everybody stay away from 75. Stay away from that.
I think we might have a winner.
Somebody actually got the number?
No, but it was close. Let's see.
Nope, no number yet. Guys, keep going.
Yeah, not quite. Keep going, folks. We're going to have them guess the actual number.
Yeah, they got the numbers
Okay.
right on last time, so I'm like, meh, that will work.
Make them work for it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Woo,
one
pouring
really
in. Nope.
good.
Going
It's
back
over.
through. No, my lord.
Oh, we got a winner.
Do we? Let me scroll back up.
Yeah.
You go ahead and announce it, because I'm scrolling.
All right, Barb.
Woohoo.
Won.
Barb,
awesome.
if you
Congrats, Barb.
message me your address, and I can get that in the mail for you. All right. Do we want to do the other one?
We can go ahead and do the other one real quick.
All right, hold on.
Check with it.
New one. I'm making my comment.
Okay, let's see.
So it is.
Whoops. I got the number wrong, but anyway, we'll switch the numbers. That was supposed to be for the spiral notebook.
Gotcha.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. All right.
Okay.
So, yes, we'll switch the two. So,
Okay.
for the red, white, and blue SA face shield, neck gaiter, ponytail holder, if you've got ponytail, go ahead and start guessing. It's 1 to 150 again. And the first person who gets the number correctly will have one sent to them.
All right, go, folks. Start guessing.
Yeah, man bun, exactly.
Dang it. I had a horrible incident with a pair of shears, and it was yanking my hair out in clumps, and I couldn't get it to cut. And finally, I took another pair that didn't have any attachments, and so I'm balded right now.
Oh no!
It is just horrible. Yeah, it's not a good look.
So, you missed, lost the attachments, or just decided to go without it?
Well, my mom's got one pair of clippers that have attachments, they're like what you should use, but they're old, and I started and it cut some of my hair, but then it was like pulling hair, and it stopped cutting. I couldn't get it to work, so I took a pair like beard trimmers that doesn't have an attachment, just to do and just had to, because I had to do something because there were clumps missing and stuff and everything else. So, it was horrible. It ended in some crying. There was crying. There was
Did you get
I don't
pictures?
look good bald.
Did you take pictures?
What?
Pictures, or it didn't
No.
happen? All right.
Well, it's grown out some, but let me take you a picture right now. It's pretty horrible. It's grown out some, though.
I do have to say,
Okay,
I did. I put my hair in a ponytail. It's gotten so long that I was actually starting to get headaches, and I think it's because especially out detecting, having my hair up, and then if I have it down, it was getting tangled on everything. So I did. I put it in a ponytail and chop.
Chopped it off?
One number off.
Well, I cut
Okay.
probably like 4 or 5 inches off, but yeah, that was a couple months ago, and now it's already down past the middle of my back. So.
Okay, I texted you both picture of cousin
Perfect.
It with a beard.
Have you seen the number yet? I haven't seen the number.
There,
There was someone that was one number off. That's how close they were.
no.
Oh, there's somebody with one number off again. Oh, somebody got it. You see it?
51.
Am I looking at the wrong number again?
I feel like maybe I feel like maybe Gypsy shouldn't be running this. She's getting her numbers confused, and
No, I mean,
No.
if you look at
That was
what number
that was the black one we just did before. So I swapped it and
Yeah,
put
but-
that number back on the other thing you thought we were getting rid of or giving away.
I was looking for.
All right. Well, Aggie wrote
Are you
it.
there?
Yep.
Hello, hello, hello.
Aggie was the first one after me saying it, so congratulations. Message me and I will get that in the mail to you. Congratulations. All right. You want to go back to that number you just had to do the 2020 book?
We can. I lost
He's
you for a
messing you
minute.
up,
I couldn't
Lefty.
hear you. I couldn't hear.
Okay. Aggie 1.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And then we'll do the 2020 official coin red book. It's the spiral edition. That's the edition I tend to use a lot of the times because you can basically flip flop it and not worry about breaking the bind of it, and I like it. So
You text me the number. Are we using the number that was supposed to be for the gator?
yes, the one that you just texted me. That's the number.
For the next one?
For the
No.
book. This is the number where I just texted you the number that we're going to do for the book.
Oh, I thought that's the number we just did.
Okay,
Oh,
this
Lord.
number. It's a good thing I did random.org and picked a bunch of numbers. That one.
That was the first number I chose.
All right, we already did 51.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yep, that was the one we just did.
All right. Well, you choose. I'm so confused now. Text me what number we're doing.
I will.
Sorry.
Nope, I'm going to random.org and I'm picking another one. Okay. So
Okay,
for
pick a new one. Pick a new one.
for the red book, the coin, which is the coin book, it is the 2020.
Okay.
I don't have the 2021 version yet. Who knows how this
Okay.
year will
I
wind
got
up.
the number.
Okay. So
I got the
again,
number.
guess between 1 and 150 if you want to try to win the official 2020 coin red book spiral edition. And you guys can all start now. Oh man, I can't wait to get out. It will be good.
Same.
Yeah, I hope you get out. Somebody get the gas. Somebody guessed.
All
I thought-
right.
Y'all can stop.
Yeah, Bill, right? Ohio
Yep,
Relic Hunter. You won the 2020. If you can send me a message with your address, I can get that in the mail to you.
All right, Bill.
Congrats, Bill.
Done. Congratulations.
That is awesome.
And you want to hang on for 2 more, or are you, Mr.
Whatever you
Mike?
want to do.
Mike,
I
you
can
still
do
there?
one more.
Save the final one for the big one for last?
Sure. We're going to save the big one for last, y'all. So y'all hang on another
Ooh,
minute.
what's the big one?
Well, if we tell you.
You can't tell me?
Well,
That's
then everyone
not
will know.
Okay, fine.
All right, so we're going to
Great.
give away, Gypsy has a Garrett's Find case. Those things are actually really cool.
So you'll need to message me your address if you're the winner on that one.
All right, so again, go ahead.
What's the number?
I texted it to you.
Okay, got it. All right, folks. I guess 1 through, 150? Is that what we said?
Yeah, yep.
All right. Y'all can start guessing. I don't see any yet. Is there? Oh, there's a guess.
Whew, a couple close right off the bat.
Yeah.
So, Mike, have you gotten to go down and scope that area at all again?
No, I haven't even been able to leave the house.
Gotcha.
So barely. We're getting there though.
But everybody's doing better.
Doing real good.
We got it.
Real good.
We got it. Y'all can stop. We got it. See if you see it.
Swamp?
Y'all, yeah.
Swamp. Fox.
Swamp Fox. So, Swamp Fox, you can message me. I'll type my
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, bless you.
Sorry, I didn't have it. Came on me too quick to hit mute. I'm sorry.
How dare you sneeze? All right. I can't believe this week is the holidays.
Right,
I
Christmas.
know. Can't believe it either. Did anybody getting a brand new metal detector for Christmas? Just curious.
I wish. I don't need another one, but I'd like another one.
We all do.
Steph would just roll her eyes at me like, "Are you serious? Another one?" Yeah. I'm sure she's not listening tonight, so I'll tell you ladies, I already hide them so it doesn't look like I got so many. I've got one hidden in Peyton's closet.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I bet Gypsy's got some stuff hidden. I about bet.
Maybe.
Well, and then you probably don't, do you, Amanda?
Nope. All out in the open.
Yeah. Well, see, all out in the open is like everywhere at my place because there's so many of them. Like, Steph doesn't care how many I have. It's that they're everywhere, and she's tripping on them, and she's lost her big walk-in closet. And, like, I get it. Like, she's not hard on me about metal detectors. It's that they're like, you can't walk through our house without stumbling across one, and she gets frustrated, like, do you really need all these? And I'm like, yeah, back off. Do you need all 82 pairs of shoes? Do you? You know?
Yeah, we don't have that
Yeah.
back and forth.
And then the last 2 years, so I do this thing where I come here with X amount of detectors to Ohio, and I leave with at least one more coming back, and she doesn't know. She doesn't really know how many I came here with. Why does she need to know that?
What you need to tell her is you need as many metal detectors as she has shoes. And
Right.
How many pairs of shoes does she have?
The other day, I think we counted, she's got like 24 pairs of shoes. So,
Holy moly. Holy moly.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So I'm good. I'm still good. I got to hurry up and catch up to her.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, hold on. That's a fun. Oh.
What about coils, though? Those are, like, shoes are kind of like accessories. Once you have the ones that you wear most often, the rest are kind of like accessories. So, you could always buy extra coils, extra little accessories.
There's coils everywhere. I have coils. I have coils, like, falling out of places and stuff. Oh, that's a fun question, though. If you two, if you could buy another metal detector right now, what would it be?
A Deus, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I've been contemplating.
Well,
What about you, Gypsy?
I've got a lot right now. So I've got one I can use.
Yeah, that's.
I've got two Apexes now. I did buy me another Apex because I love my Apex. And the reason why I wanted two is that way when I've got somebody out digging with me, that hasn't used the Apex, that wants to try it, they can. Or, for a backup, it's always good to have a backup. But it was nice this weekend because I had a smaller coil on one and I had the larger coil on the other. And we were also testing out a new coil, but I can't talk about that yet. But there is a new coil that we were testing while we were out there in the field. I haven't gotten that one yet. These were the very, very first of the prototypes, so I did get to swing it for a little while.
Can you tell us anything about those new coils? Anything? Can you tell us how they did?
I can tell you the one coil that will be for the AT series was the one that Miguel found his halftime with.
Oh.
On the Max.
Oh, that's it.
It's pretty awesome. And then the other one that I tested on the Apex, man, that sucker is deep, 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 deep. So I can tell you that.
I'll tell you.
Anyway.
So I'm going to answer too, if that's all right.
All right.
So I was really into the 800 for a minute after using one. I liked how responsive it was and stuff, the Equinox. And I thought maybe I would need one of those. And but after hunting with you, Gypsy, I want the Apex. I was so impressed with how that thing operates and how smooth it is and stuff, and so well balanced. And I'll say it. I was somewhat of a critic of them. I still think it was a mistake to call it an A series. But I think they're
unfortunately, unfortunately, when people equate the ace to
entry level, they equate it
an
to
entry level or a middle of the road detector, but really, I mean, it performs. Whew, it's one of my favorite detectors.
The day we were at that old corral, that old stone corral, and you were in some iron, and you let me. Okay, I mean, I'll be honest. I had to pry it out of her hands. It was almost a fist fight. She followed me around. Like I was holding her newborn baby and ready to run off with it or something.
It was my newborn baby.
She let me swing it for a minute, but it reminded me of I'm trying to think what detector that's real responsive in iron that I've used. It just I mean, you could hear the iron, but the iron was just everywhere in that one spot I was using it, but
and
it just
picked out that little bitty one little piece of. It was like a little piece of what was it, lead out of that. I mean, it was solid every time it was iron, it was like a bed of iron, wasn't it?
Yes, where we were at, and digital detectors to me don't latch on to good targets in the iron very good. I mean, like my Rudis, as much as I love my Rudis in the iron, you really gotta listen for those good targets, because it's like it's struggling through the iron where that apex just really latched on, and it's like good targets really stand out, like come in through the audio, and to me, like when you were over where all that house was pushed, that other place, and it was so trashy over there.
Oh,
and when I was following you around and listening, like that thing was going crazy, but it's almost like the good targets just jumped out through the iron. I don't know that I'm really explaining that right, but that thing is so responsive. I was so impressed with that. I do. That's what I want. And it felt so good to swing. It was so lightweight, so well balanced. It's just like I tell people, take the Ace name out of it. It's not an entry level. It's not a mediocre, midline, unimpressive detector. It's not. It was really good, and in no way am I putting XP down, Amanda. And I'm not saying the Apex or anything, but just in my opinion, running one for a very short time, but hunting with a lot of guys who run the Deus, I would look at some of the other stuff that's come out since. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Wayne was using the XP that day. Remember? I mean, Dennis Wayne. Dennis was using the XP that day with us. Remember?
Was he? Yeah, he loves his XP. He does.
Yeah.
He does,
in
but
the same
I'm
area.
I've never. It's not a bad detector. I wouldn't want anybody to get me
Mike,
wrong. It's just,
don't even worry, because I have more white detectors than I can possibly, and the thought of spending money on a new machine right now is kind of ridiculous in my mind. So, yeah, I'm not going out buying a Deus. I have the MX7 and the Sport that honestly flip-flopping back between those two and the MXT. Yeah, I'm good.
my mom I just heard my mom yell, "I lost him." So that means my son's out.
All right.
I'm coming.
I can't get up today.
Oh, goodness. He's out in the kitchen. Ladies, I should probably get off of here. I apologize.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming on,
thanks
Mike.
for joining us, Mike.
Have a wonderful Christmas.
You have a good night.
I'm sorry. Randy's like, "Oh, man, I got caught. Busted." Good night. Thank you so much for
night.
having me on. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
Mike.
Bye.
So I think we should have our last giveaway and then say goodnight. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Do you want to tell everyone what it is?
So we are giving away another Garrett pinpointer. It would be the black one. That is the
Is it Pro
what do you
Pointer?
even call it? It's, yeah, just the black Pro Pointer. So we're giving that away. And keep in mind, after the new year, we're going to celebrate that, and we'll have a few more items to give away then. But until then, let's start guessing. Let's start the guessing right now. And she just messaged me the number. And 1 through 150, go.
Well, I do hope you get out for Christmas or after Christmas as well. Get to go dig in a little while.
You too.
Thanks.
Man.
Thanks. I want to go back to the mysterious beach. I keep finding these just strange coins. Like the ship's half
we had
penny.
a number very close. Oh, man, yeah.
And the
And
threepence.
then I would love to come visit if
Yep.
the virus ever decides to go away.
He's tight-lipped about those 2 virgin spots. He's like, nope, I don't know. I'm gonna have to beat him. Tell me where they are.
Wait on Gypsy forever.
But yeah, no, you're more than welcome to come visit, and who knows, by spring I might have bought a camper and
There you go.
head on the road.
I think we got it. We got a winner.
All right, who's the
Oh,
winner?
no, we don't. Sorry, no, we don't. Sorry.
Scrolling.
Keep that going.
Ooh, on a good note, I did find a whole entire stack of all Metal Mode stickers. So I was pretty
that's
excited.
cool.
Yeah, seeing I lost them. Bill 8675309. Yeah. So I'm gonna put. Oh,
hope
we
we
do have a
haven't-
winner. We have Mike
Where-
C. Mike C, you are the winner. Do you see it? Have you caught up to it?
No.
It's like 10 after Bill's 8675309.
8675309.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize there were that many more above it.
All right, Mike. Let's see. That, if you will send it to me or Brian, and we'll get that out to you. Your address. I know we probably have your address from your recent purchase, but that'd probably be easier just to go and see your address.
And if any of you want an all Metal Mode sticker, just send me an email, and I'm putting my email in the chat. It's amandadegaz@gmail.com. If you're not in chat, it did not. That's not my address.
Oh, and some of you are wanting some zero discrimination stickers. Send me your address, and if you still want some zero discrimination stickers. I know I had promised some a while back to a few people, and life got crazy, and I didn't get those out, and I don't remember who I promised them to, so send me your address, and I'll get some if you want some zero discrimination stickers as well.
Woo! Well, it's been a fun show, and it was nice to hear from Mike. I know it had been a minute
Yeah.
since he'd been on, so I hope everyone has an amazing week. Keep your heads up. I know right now, this time of the year is a difficult time for some, as is. So, I can imagine with everything going on, it's not. It's definitely not even close to where it's been in the past. But keep your heads up. We'll be rocking this
Yes.
channel next Monday.
It's been a great time with all of you, and we just want to. The reason why we do these giveaways is just to show our appreciation to all of our listeners, and we really do appreciate you for listening and to hear us ramble about our metal detecting and digging exploration. So thank you all for listening. And we love all of you and wishing you the best, happy, Merry Christmas and the best Happy New Year. Thank you all. You have a wonderful night.
Good night.